But let's talk about what you just brought up, the lightweight division. What's your take on your boy Ryan Garcia? Eddie Hearn said he refused to fight Devin Haney as the #1 mandatory, and he petitioned not to fight Devin Haney. He requested not to fight him in order to fight Fortuna, another eliminator. But Eddie said,
I still feel like if you fight a mandatory, if you fight a fight to become mandatory, like he did against Luke Campbell, you should fight the champion. I mean, that's the whole reason that you'd enter a final eliminator. There's no other reason to fight a final eliminator without wanting to fight the champion. Ryan Garcia refused to fight Devin Haney. So we then applied to fight Jorge Linares, and then they made Ryan Garcia fight Fortuna. No problem. I mean, 2 great fights, as long as we get the fight we want at the end of it, but it kind of skirts around the fact that, which, most media and everybody refused to mention the fact that Ryan Garcia refused to fight Devin Haney, and he was his mandatory. So
what's the purpose of that if you're not going to fight Devin Haney next? At the end of the day, okay, if you're going to fight Fortuna for a bigger fight because you want to build the fight some more, no problem. Devin Haney going to fight Linares is a good fight. Ryan going to fight Fortuna is another good fight. However, if Ryan is going to fight all these eliminators when he could fight the champion right away, at least once you're done doing all these eliminators for Devin Haney's title, you have to fight Devin Haney after that. You have to fight Devin Haney next. What's your take on that?
I think that, and this is my honest to God opinion, I don't think Devin Haney makes it out of the 3rd round with Ryan Garcia.
Why you say that?
I truly don't, man. I truly don't. I think that Ryan Garcia busts his ass just like he did to who was their last fight? Not Luke Campbell, but the fight before that.
Who you talking about? The guy before that?
Oh my God, man! It's because I'm on the spot with you right now. But Ryan's my favorite fighter.
You don't even know his name. That's why he was able to do it to him.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's why he was able to do it to him. Because you don't even know his name. But if you knew his name, Ryan, he wouldn't have been able to do that to him. But let me put it this way. I just wish Ryan felt the way you did. Because if he felt the way you did, he would have fought him next. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree that Ryan doesn't feel the same way you feel?
Right. I just think that he does know that it's his most dangerous fight. I agree that it's his most dangerous fight. I think he clipped Gervonta Davis. I don't think Gervonta's tall enough. I think Devin, he knows it's his favorite fight, he knows that it's his most dangerous fight. But I think he wins it though. I think he clips him in the 3rd round, man.
Well, if that was the case, he would be fighting Devin next because he wouldn't care what order he would have had went. Because see, Devin said, I'll fight anybody. Devin don't care if he fight Tank first or Tio or Ryan. He just want to fight anybody because he truly feel like he the best.
Yeah, I like Devin too. I like him too.
You see what I'm saying? So you see Devin, he don't care what order it comes. He just want to fight the best. He knows it don't matter what style it is. He could figure it out and beat the opponent. On the other hand, Ryan,
you think Devin beats Ryan?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. I mean, Ryan will agree with me because he petitioned not to fight him. You know what I'm saying? And actions speak louder than words. Ryan could tell the public, yeah, I'll knock out Devin, but he don't truly believe it because he petitioned not to fight Devin. Usually as a mandatory, you will petition to fight your opponent. I never heard a time in history where fighters petitioned not to fight the champion. That's like Muhammad Ali when he became Sonny Liston mandatory. The moment he became Sonny Liston mandatory, he gives up the opportunity and petitioned not to fight Sonny Liston. Do you know Muhammad Ali drove to Sonny Liston home with a bus and Sonny Liston came out with a gun blazing? Do you know that?
With blank?
I say Sonny Liston came out with a gun trying to shoot Ali because Ali was bothering him.
Yeah, no, he had to. Remember when Ali came up to him in Vegas and he pulled out the strap and started busting the blanks in the casino?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you truly believe you could win and you the best, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go far and beyond to make the fight happen. Ryan goes out of his way not to make the fight happen. That's why I said I hope and I wish Ryan felt like you did, because Ryan doesn't even believe in himself. He don't believe he could beat Devin. And if he believed he could beat Tank, he would have fought him next. You know what Ryan said about Tank, right?
He said he's too short. He clips him in the second round.
He said that in front of Mike Tyson. Wasn't Mike Tyson too short for all of the heavyweights?
Hell yeah.
Hey, at the end of the day, height and reach, it has nothing to do with anything in the sport of boxing. Boxing is about a sport where you turn your disadvantages to advantages, right? Now, Ryan, he said out of his own mouth, I didn't say this, you didn't say this, Ryan said this. He said Tank reminds him of the bully that used to bully him in high school.
Wait, one more time, say that?
I said Ryan said that Tank reminds him of a bully because he used to get bullied in high school, and Tank reminds him of that bully. Now, what does that mean? You know, if you getting bullied, that means you kind of afraid of the bully. So Ryan, in a way, he indirectly implying that he's afraid of Tank, but he's willing to face his fears. It's kind of like he telling Oscar Canelo and his trainer, yo, hold me back. Hold me back. And then they all holding him back. And he like, yo, Tank, what up? What up? And they all holding him back. This is what he doing. You know what I'm saying? His actions speak louder than words at the end of the day. And he had Mike doing the pachacha. And then next thing you know, he fighting Fortuna. Let me read the super chat real quick. Ryan Garcia is too flat-footed for Devin Haney. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Devin Haney going down circles around him. I mean, that's why he's saving him for last. Because
hey, man, I got a dip set. Thank you for having me on, man. I've been a subscriber for a minute, bro, and you keep up all the good videos and shit, man. I really enjoy watching AKHi TV, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, man.
Yes, sir.
All love, man, and God bless you, brother.
God bless you. Appreciate the love and support, brother. Okay.
Yes, sir, man.
All right. Peace.
What's up, man? This is Jerry.
Yes, sir. Talk to me. What's going on?
Calling from Brooklyn. This is Jay from Brooklyn. Blessings, King, man. I've been listening, man. I was listening to your last caller talking about his boy Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, we would not take out Haney in 3 rounds. I don't know what he's talking about. He must not really be watching boxing like that.
Yeah.
But we all know that Ryan Garcia would not take out Devin Haney in 3 rounds. You see he had trouble with Campbell, and Campbell is not even on the same level as Haney. You know what I mean? Haney is on a different level.
Ryan said out of his own mouth that Luke, all he's known is for losing. And Luke is known for being a non-puncher, and he still dropped or managed to drop Ryan.
Still dropped him.
Yeah, so.
And then you got Andre, the Andre guy.
It kind of skirts around the fact that, which, you know, most media and everybody refused to mention the fact that Ryan Garcia has refused to fight Devin Haney, and he was his mandatory. So,
right. Well,
you know,
that's something that we've mentioned, and that's something that I mentioned, because I know he's going to get a lot of backlash for that, because now you're fighting Fortuna instead of fighting the champion, who's Devin Haney.
And by the way, Barack, as well, that's a tough, you know, it's a tough fight. Like, and, you know, he's going to get, I don't know, a quarter of the money to fight Fortuna than he would do to fight Haney. It's just frustrating because, listen, Ryan Garcia is a great fighter, but he keeps talking about all these other challenges when there's one right in front of him. You know, the Luke Campbell fight was a dangerous fight for him. But I thought that he took that fight because he was going to get a shot at the world title against Devin Haney if he won. But then when he did win, he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. So hopefully, one thing that Mauricio said, which is correct, is we have 2 tremendous fights. I mean, Devin Haney against Jorge Linares, Ryan Garcia against Fortuna, 2 really good fights. All being well, if they got those guys, the winners of those fights, do meet in the fall, then it would have worked out perfectly. But I really feel like we've really got to put the pressure on this situation if both guys win, to say, come on, guys. Like, and Devin is still a bit baffled why Ryan won't fight him, but we move on. And I'm glad that we managed to pull a big fight out for Devin, because he does need it. You know, I always go backwards and forwards with Bill. You know, you said we need a breakout fight. We've wanted a breakout fight for ages. I said, I know, I'm not saying you don't want a breakout fight. I'm saying we just need one, you know, because it's all very well me standing from the rooftop with a trumpet saying Devin Haney's the best lightweight in the world. these are the kind of fights where you can actually start proving it.
Yeah, but not to mention, Eddie, I mean, we also have to worry about fans, right? In arenas, I mean, if maybe Ryan's business mind is thinking like, why not me and Devin fight somewhere in California?
That's a cop out. That's a cop out because.
But it still doesn't make it not true, though. It's still. I mean, obviously, what you want it to be.
It's not true. It's not true because we got 70,000 people watching Canelo Alvarez against Billy Joe Saunders in Dallas. We had 15,000 people in Miami. You know, we had 3,700 in Dallas for Chocolatito against Estrada.
No, that's what I said. I said, why do you think he wants to wait for fans to be able to come to the venue if we just had 15,000 in Miami? And what Suleiman yesterday said, he said because that fight is going to take place in California. In California, the restrictions are different right now.
That's a cop-out. And by the way, in July, there will be fans back in California, unquestionably, right? So that's a cop-out as far as I'm concerned. But listen, it's all done. We have 2 tremendous fights for the DAZN calendar, right? Let's just make sure we keep that momentum for the schedule and for both guys' career. If they are good enough to come through those tough fights, let's just get it made in September, October. It is a tremendous fight.
Eddie, who's the tougher fight, Fortuna or Linares? Honestly.
I mean, I think Linares is a lot better. I think Fortuna's might be a little bit more awkward, you know, but Linares is tons more skillful than Fortuna. No disrespect to Fortuna, but I mean, you know, Linares is a free-weight world champion. He is coming to the back end of his career, and Fortuna has also been around a while. You know, both very good lightweights, but, you know, in terms of credibility, in terms of name value, in terms of the size of the fight, you know, I feel like Linares is the bigger name. But any of those guys, you know, Haney, Fortuna, good fight. Garcia, Linares, another good fight. I don't think people are really queuing up to fight Jorge Linares. You know, he's very cute, he's very fast, he can punch. You know, he's extremely well schooled. I think they're all tough. Listen, you know, I think Garcia could lose to Fortuna. You know, Devin could lose to Linares, but that's what we want, isn't it? I mean, that's what the kind of fights we want to see.